Museum?
Yeah, no,
it's on White House Pool 1.
What?
It's going to be...
What did I do?
Dingleberry.
You're not a dingleberry.
You're a huckleberry.
We have the whole alphabet. There's able, fuck, fuckle, fuck.
What did I do?
So we have the whole alphabet.
Reporters need to move this way because they're blocking the
Like high school
camera
grades.
shots.
That means you can do it.
You can either choose to go back to the cuts and I'll take you to the cuts, or you have to stand over to this side. I'll report.
And F, huckleberry.
was like for you.
Forgive me.
Are you floaters? I'm floaters.
You're a float. Okay, I'm only pulling floaters.
Told you. I told you. I told
Who's
you,
pulling
son.
floaters for?
Nick said he wasn't doing it.
You need to be in the cuts, bro.
Nick said you just meet her.
I don't know. He said
We're all
he wasn't
starting
pulling
this.
stills.
We're all starting this. Oh,
And I would pull you, but I don't know if we can pull them. We can't handle that.
How many can you handle?
I'm okay. So is Mark in floaters pool right now?
Yes.
Okay, where's he?
Cuts.
Okay,
you need to be over here.
then I can pull you because you'll get a different shot. Brendan's doing that with my husband. Yes, so he'll already
Ladies and gentlemen, the President
of the United States, Donald J. Trump, and First Lady Melania Trump, accompanied by the Easter Bunny. Master Gunnery Sergeant Kevin Benier, accompanied by the President's own United States Marine Band, will now honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose birthright and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Does he have a good voice or what? I think we're going to send him to the Met. We'll get a little commission, make a lot of money, because that man can sing. Thank you very much. It's not the first time we've heard him. So today is a very special day. It's a day where we celebrate Jesus. It's a day where we celebrate religion. And it's an honor to be the President of the United States. Our country is doing so well, like it has never done before. You'll see that very shortly. And things that we've done have not been done before. We've broken every record on the stock market. We've broken every record in our military. And what about the rescue that took place yesterday? What about that? It's something that you rarely see. You know, they were giving me a briefing about that. And they said normally when you're in very hostile territory, and I don't think it gets much more hostile than Iran, they're capable fighters, they're very tough people, and there are others like that. You don't mind when the enemy is weak, but that enemy is strong. Not so strong like they were about a month ago, I can tell you. In fact, right now they're not too strong at all, in my opinion, but we're soon going to find out, aren't we? But when a thing like that happens, where a pilot shot down, in most instances, you're really not able to go in, because you'll go in with 200 people and lots of jet fighters and helicopters, and you really don't have a chance. They get shot down. You lose 200 in order to pick up one. It's a horrible thing, but it's very rare that you can do it. And what we did yesterday is we picked up not one, we picked up two. We kept the first one quiet, and we were able to keep it quiet for about a day, which made it a lot better. But those two pilots were incredible, brave, and we thank them. And we're going to be having a news conference today at 1 o'clock at the Oval Office, and we look forward to it. But I just want to say we have a great military. We're the greatest military, the most powerful military any place in the world. You saw what happened with Venezuela. And it's an honor. I built it in my first term, and I didn't know I was going to be using it this much in my second term, but it's my honor, and they're the greatest people on earth. Our warriors are the greatest fighters on earth, and they very much appreciate you and love you, and that's why they do it. So this is all about today. I must tell you, I came out and I expected we were going to be talking about farmers, and we love our farmers. We were going to talk about so many different products, but you know what they want to talk about? Sir, this is about eggs. Eggs. Because we have the egg farmers of the entire country here, and they are unbelievable. And if you remember, when I first got elected, my first news conference with the fake news, a lot of fake news here today, but I had a news conference, and the first question, what are you going to do about eggs, sir? I said, what's wrong with eggs? I just got there. It's my second day in office. I had a news conference, and they were screaming at me, what am I going to do about eggs? And I said, well, it's like, tell me what's wrong with eggs. The price was so high. It was 4 times higher than it was a year before. I said, well, that sounds like a problem. Let me think about it. And Brooke Rollins, our great Secretary of Agriculture, she got involved. We all got involved. They didn't want me, as you know, just last year, it's hard to believe, they didn't want me to order eggs for the Easter egg roll, the Easter egg hunt that we have here every year. They wanted me to use plastic. I said, I'm not using plastic. We'll get it solved. And within a short period of time, eggs came down. They came down 40%, 50%. And by the time we got there, we had so many eggs, we didn't know what to do with them. And today we have more than 40,000 eggs supplied by all of the great egg farmers that are with us. So eggs is a big thing, and it was a big thing to our great First Lady, who's here someplace. Let's see. I think this is our First Lady. What do you think of our First Lady? She's a movie star. I don't know. Do we call her First Lady or a movie star? She has the biggest movie. Can you believe this? And she deserves it. Would you like to say a couple of words to your friends?
Happy Easter Monday. I hope you enjoy this beautiful day. We are celebrating a very special Easter egg roll this year because it's 250th birthday of this beautiful nation. Enjoy it, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
Thank you, honey. And she worked very hard with her staff and the staff of the White House on really just making it nice. This is the nicest I've ever seen it. So this is my 5th, and I will say that it gets better every time, right? It gets better every time. You notice the fencing is all brand new. I said, you know, we could have bought used fencing and saved a lot of money. They said, this is for Easter, and this is for our egg farmers, and we're going to get new fencing. Everything's new and everything's beautiful, and the White House never looked better, and our country never looked better. So I just want to thank everybody. It's been a special period of time. 1 year ago, a little bit more, our country was dead. We had a dead country. We had an administration that didn't know what the hell they were doing. Today we have the hottest country anywhere in the world. We're respected by everybody, and that's the way we're going to keep it. That's the way we're going to keep it. So again, I want to thank all of the associations and the egg farmers and all of the people that are here. We think we could have 50,000 people coming all day long. It's open, and they expect between 30 and 50,000 people, so that's great. And most importantly, I want to just say, Happy Easter, and God bless America. We have the greatest country on earth. God bless you all. You are very, very special people. Thank you, everybody. Have a good time.
real talent. Big talent.
Sir. Sir, is Tuesday your final deadline? Mr. President, are you prepared to commit a war crime on the floor? Mr. President, how's the airman maneuver? Is Tuesday your final deadline?
Fire proposal from this morning.
I've seen every proposal you can imagine. More proposals.
Is Tuesday your final deadline? Is Tuesday at 8 p.m. your final deadline?
Yeah.
Mr. President,
If Iran does not meet your demands, Mr. President, are you willing to continue the war?
Well, you have to watch.
Given your recent threats, are you committed to committing a
It's
war
an easy
crime in
question.
this
The
war?
answer is yes, but you'll have to watch.
What do you think of the latest proposal?
They've made a proposal, and it's a significant proposal. It's a significant step. It's not good enough, but it's a very significant step. They have made, they're negotiating now, and they've made a very significant step. We'll see what happens.
Have you spoken to Keir Starmer, son? Also, do you believe the UK could resurrect like Jesus this Easter weekend?
Well, that's what they need. They have a long way to go. The UK has a long way to go. We don't want another Neville Chamberlain. Do we agree? We don't want Neville Chamberlain.
How is the airman that was rescued doing?
He's doing really well. They're both doing well. You know, it was two, and we held off the one because if they would have known we had him, so we held off the one. They are both recovering very well. They were both injured, and they're doing well.
Mr. President, are you committed to committing a war crime?
What else?
You said that Iran has no anti-aircraft equipment. How are they able to drop those?
Well, you know what? When you do thousands and thousands of flights and you have one plane shot down and not mortally, the two pilots got out, they got a little bit lucky. And you know what? In war, you need a little bit of luck also. They got a little bit lucky. That's all they got.
Ending the war. What's stopping you from ending the war?
Well, it could end very quickly, the war, if they do what they have to do. They have to do certain things. They know that. They've been negotiating, I think, in good faith. We've had total regime change. You know, the people there now are much more reasonable than the lunatics that you had in phase one and phase two. They were lunatics. The people that we're negotiating with now on behalf of Iran are much more reasonable. You can call it what you want, but I call it regime change, and I think most people are giving us credit for that. The first regime was taken out, the second regime was taken out. Now the third group of people that we're dealing with is not as radicalized, and we think they're actually much smarter.
Why did you use such vulgar language in that Truth Social post?
Only to make my point. I think you've heard it before.
Mr. President, have you spoken to the families of the airmen that were saved? Have you spoken to the families of the airmen that were saved?
I'm going to be doing it right now.
Mr. President, what do you say to Americans who are not a fan of the war?
They're foolish, because the war is about one thing. Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. Had we not broken the Barack Hussein Obama agreement, you know what I'm talking about, the Iran nuclear deal. This is years ago, my first term. You would have had a total. Israel would have been gone, extinguished. Israel would have been wiped off the face of the earth, and the entire Middle East would have been, at a minimum, in big trouble. But I did it. That was phase one. We killed Soleimani. Without Soleimani, if they had Soleimani, it would be a whole different thing. Maybe. Would still be winning, but it would have been harder. Because we are obliterating that country. And I hate to do it, but we're obliterating, and they just don't want to say uncle. They don't want to cry, as the expression goes, uncle, but they will. And if they don't, they'll have no bridges, they'll have no power plants, they'll have no anything. I won't go further because there are other things that are worse than those two. And we might have, well, the thing, if I had my choice, what would I like to do? Take the oil. Because it's there for the taking. There's not a thing they can do about it. Unfortunately, the American people would like to see us come home. If it were up to me, I'd take the oil, I'd keep the oil, and would make plenty of money. And I'd also take care of the people of Iran, much better than they've been taken care of. It's been a horrible... They've killed 45,000 people as of a month and a half ago. 45,000 protesters. We don't do that. So if I had my choice, I'd keep the oil. But I also want to make the people of our country happy. I think most people wouldn't understand that. I'll give you an example. Venezuela has worked out so incredibly. We have 100 million barrels of oil right now in Houston being refined. It's been great. The relationship with Venezuela, the leaders, has been fantastic. And I think we're going to have a long-term, very good relationship. And it might be beyond long-term. You understand what Well, I tell you what, I'm pretty good at this stuff, and I go around and I check. They'd like to see us win and come home. And I appreciate CNN for the first time maybe in my life. They did a poll. And everyone's saying, oh, is Trump losing MAGA? No, I'm not losing MAGA. MAGA loves what I'm doing. And CNN did a poll of MAGA voters, a big poll, very important poll, Harry. And he went on, he said, this is amazing, 100% support. He said, I've never had a 100% poll at anything before. And is, do you support Trump, MAGA people, which is, by the way, mostly Republican. And if you look, I would say MAGA makes up a majority, like about 95% of the Republican Party, all right? So they went out, they did a poll, and CNN came back 100% support. So they support what we're doing, but they would like to see it end and come back. But remember, wars last years. We're in there for 34 days, and we've obliterated a very powerful country in 34 days. Yeah, if it were up to me, I'd like to keep the oil. I just don't think the people of the United States would really understand.
How is it taking care of the Iranian people if you're bombing?
Yeah, who you with? Who you with? Well, that's a radical left group of lunatics that you're with. Let me just tell you, very fair question. The Iranian people, when they don't hear bombs go off, they're upset. They want to hear bombs because they want to be free. And the only reason they're not out protesting, you know that, is because they were informed that if they protest, like the wrestler and his friends, if they protest, they will be shot immediately. And that's an edict, that's in writing. If they protest, if they go out in the streets, they will be immediately shot. They don't have guns. You know, we sent some guns, but the group that was supposed to give, which I said would happen to my people, I said it, I called it exactly. We sent guns, a lot of guns. They were supposed to go to the people so they could fight back against these thugs. You know what happened? The people that they sent them to kept them because they said, what a beautiful gun, I think I'll keep it. So I'm very upset with a certain group of people, and they're going to pay a big price for that. But the Iranian people will fight back as soon as they know they're not going to be shot and as soon as they can get weapons. If they had weapons, not many of them, if they had weapons that would go in the other way, and you know what would happen? Iran would give up in 2 seconds because they wouldn't be able to take it. But in Iran, they have absolutely no weaponry, and they've been told point blank, if you come out to the streets, you will be killed. As of this morning, and we have this on pretty good information, 45,000 protesters have been killed. Pretty bad.
You said Iran has been obliterated. Why are we still at war then?
It's a big country. They can't fight back. They have no capability. I mean, they have some missiles left. They have some drones left, but essentially they have no capability. They had a lucky shot with an airplane, but we got them back out. The rescue was incredible. And it wasn't of one person. It was of two-person. There are those that say that's never happened before, because usually when you're shot down in strong enemy and deep enemy territory, you can't go after them because you'll end up losing 250 people to get one. So it's a terrible thing. But we had to make a decision. Do we do it or do we not? And we did. And, you know, we have some helicopters with a lot of bullet holes in them right now. Probably you know that. Now, I'm very honored to have rebuilt our military. We rebuilt our military in my first term. I'm using it in our second term. And we are the most respected country anywhere in the world with the greatest military anywhere in the world. Thank you. So we have a news conference. You'll all be there, so you can ask the question in a little while. We have a news conference in a little while. What would you like to ask her?
message to children in France?
Well, all of this is happening for their future, so they will be safe in years to come.
We're fighting for children that are now in a war zone. We're keeping them as safe as we can possibly keep them. But we're fighting for their parents, their grandparents. We're fighting for them. We're fighting for their future. And I will tell you, it was given to me loud and clear, the time the Iranian people are the most unhappy when you hear bombs all over is when those bombs stop. That's the problem. It's, when they stop, because that means that, are they coming back? We want to have them back. And, you know, everybody knows it. Everybody sees it. So hopefully it could be over with quickly. Again, there are lots of different alternatives. We have many alternatives. We could leave right now, and it would take them 15 years to rebuild what they have. We could leave right now. But I want to finish it up. Iran, ready, cannot have a nuclear weapon. They are lunatics. And you can't put nuclear weapons in the hands of a lunatic. Thank you very much.
It's close.
That's probably the toughest question. That's a tough question.
She is. That's why I voted for you. No. Come. You're the best. Wait, we're blocking my daughter.
Come on, daughter. Come on, Mom.
Yes,
Mom's very aggressive.
Very.
She's an aggressive mom.
Yes, she is. Thank you.
Fingers away from the lens.
Got it?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
very much.
Thank you. President Trump, Emirates is the first one in.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the most powerful man in government with us today, Mr. Jameson Greer. Have you heard of him? He's right here. Come on over here. How we?
ready? Ready? Everybody, this is very athletic. Focus. Total focus. Is everybody focused? Ready? Get set. Like me on the golf. Get back. Get back. No. Hold it. No. 6 inches. Back. Back. No. Move the egg. Just like it. Carefully. Get it back. You ready? Ready? Get set.
Wait. Okay, now go.
We'll do one more.
Good job, buddy.
We're going to do one.
Tasha wins
You're worse than I am. You ready, everybody? So this is the final. This is the whole ball game right now. Don't choke. Is anybody in this group choke? No choking. Are you ready? Get set. He'd take the paper, hand it to his guys, and sign it with an auto pen and give it back. Not too good, right? Better to sign it.
Like there was like the perfect spot.
Don't worry. Like, yeah, but I think your dad okay, there it is.
Thank you for coming to the White House Easter egg roll. Group B, please make your way to the exit. Thank you.
Please. Does anybody have an auto pen? You know, Biden used to follow him with an auto pen in the car. And he gave everything to the auto pen because he was incapable of signing, let alone running again.
Make sure they stay there.
We need little music.
Stay back.
Turn around, come on, Michael.
Turn around, Mila. Mila, right up.
You know how I know that? My mother used to use it on me when I was bad. My mother would use this on me. I recognize it. I'll take a wooden spoon.
That's where it was because his mother used to use it on him when he was young.
That would be a front page, sorry.
Mark? Favorite spot.
Favorite spot down there?
Keep moving down. Come on. Oh, you don't go leave. Thank you, sir. As he keeps moving down the line, he's trying to like move it.
There's a spot in Monica. She knows to move forward.
He's going to go down the hole.
I know. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be like I can't film. So I'm blocking. Burning every shot back here.
You're the truth.
I know. It's not an agent.
Yeah, who was yelling at you?
Agent.
About what? You weren't even near him.
Lotus from underneath. Yeah, there's one from both. And it's opposite.
What's the best? That's a lot of money. Thank you, everybody. Bye, kids. Who's going to be at the press conference? Who's not going to be? Hey, Tiffany, where you go? Coordinate.
Mr. President, how would it not be a war crime to strike Iran's bridges and power plants?
Because they killed 45,000 people in the last month. More than that. I think it could be as much as 60. They kill protesters. They're animals. And we have to stop them, and we can't let them have a nuclear weapon. Very simple. They want a nuclear weapon. They've been trying for a long time. I stopped them with the Obama horrible Iran nuclear deal. I stopped them in a lot of different ways. We got rid of Soleimani, the evil genius. He was an evil genius. We got rid of him. And then we stopped him with the B-2 bombers not so long ago. And if we didn't do it,
Israel and the Middle East with a nuclear weapon. They've been trying for a long time. I stopped them with the Obama horrible Iran nuclear deal. I stopped them in a lot of different ways. We got rid of Soleimani, the evil genius. He was an evil genius. We got rid of him. And then we stopped him with the B-2 bombers not so long ago. And if we didn't do it, Israel and the Middle East would have been extinguished by now.
What other points did they hear from? Why'd you move the deadline, sir? Why'd you move the deadline to stop?
What a game. Take the chance. If they don't, it's trouble.
Are you on board with the 40?
Who are you with?
Huh? NBC.
So bad. It's such a bad network. It's such a pathetic. Is this your camera? Huh? You what, fool? Go ahead. Yes, He's talking about 45 days. The only one that's going to set a ceasefire is me. I haven't set any ceasefire. But they will, they'd like to have a ceasefire because they're getting obliterated. So we'll see how they behave, okay? And it's amazing that we had nobody even injured. It's amazing. It never happens when pilots go down in war and you're in tough territory. Vietnam and places like Iran, they're tough, they know how to fight, they're nasty. Very rarely do you go in because you're going to send 200 people in on a mission, and that mission will likely be unsuccessful, and you're going to get one person and you're going to lose 200 people. Well, we have a great military.
Are you scared you're going to lose like the diplomatic?
Could have happened.
If it seems like diplomatic talks are picking up, are you willing to hold off on attacking?
Well, I want to say I don't even want to talk about it because I've given them chances and they haven't taken them, so I don't want to really talk about it. Okay? They've had plenty of time. In fact, they asked for 7 days. I said, I'm going to give you 10. But at the end of 10, all hell's going to break out if you don't.
So many kids are growing up without a father figure. You combine that without the Heavenly Father being in a lot of their homes. That 1-2 punch is crushing a lot of these American families.
Well, the second thing is a lot to do with Christ. And we want to bring religion back into it. Bring in religion. And we have. You know, if you see what's going on, Brian said, there's a real resurgence in religion. And we like that.
I know you're going to talk about it. I'm very good to see you. Have me Easter real quickly. And thanks for your friendship, by the way. I appreciate that. You're going to talk about this today. No, thank you. I never stop supporting you. You're going to talk about it today at 1 o'clock. But how great was that rescue? Some people say they've never seen it before.
So there's the theory that it's never happened because it's 2 pilots. It was 2. And remember, the first day we went into an open desert, and that helicopter has so many bullets. You would have respected helicopters, and you would have said, no way it could stay. Right. And it had loaded up with bullets. That's why we had to go a different way with the other one. The other was tougher because it was, longer. The timing and the mountainous terrain. He was amazing because he was able to get to a place and to climb when you're injured. To be able to climb that high was really incredible. But they're both doing good. They say it has never really been done before for 2. It's been done on occasion for 1, but 2. When a plane goes down into truly hostile territory, you would rate that top of the line hostile. You would say can't be much tougher. Tough people, tough fighters. And that was central right there. That was central. That was Iran plus. And when planes go down in territories, whether it's Vietnam or Iran, you sort of equate
the level of fighting ability, I would say. You rarely go in because you have to, we had 200 people go in there. And because of the location, because of Vietnam or Iran, you sort of equate the level of fighting ability, I would say. You rarely go in because you have to, we had 200 people go in there. And because of the location, because of where you are, you're surrounded by guns all over the place, guns, missiles, and everything. You can lose 200 people for the sake of getting one. So as much as we want to get our wounded and get our people out of there, and we want to do it badly, but it just doesn't happen that much. And I said, let's go, let's do it. Very risky, because we could have lost 100 to 200 people in order to get one. It went the other way. And it went the other way.
Mr. President.
They want to. I've heard they want to.
Is Melania going to direct it?
She should star in it.
Who do you want to play yourself,
Didn't she be better starring?
Mr. President, who do you want to play yourself?
I picked the best looking guy around.
What about yourself?
If he can't act,
What about yourself?
that's okay. I want the best looking guy. I don't care if he can act.
Mr. President, search and rescue operation, the fact that it was so dangerous, the fact that it was successful, what message does that send to Iran as this deadline becomes revealed about the lethality of our military?
Well, I think they've seen it for the last 40 days. There is no military. Look at what we did with Venezuela and how well that's worked out. We're taking in hundreds of millions of barrels of oil. It's been an amazing relationship. We get along with. It's the best thing that ever happened to Venezuela. They're back on track. They're doing more business, even though we're essentially a partnership on the oil. They're doing more business now in Venezuela than they've ever done before. Money's coming in like it's never come in before. It's amazing. And frankly, we could do the same here. Because if I had my wish, I would just like to take the oil. But I don't know that the American public wants that. They want us to go in, do what we have to do, and get out. You know what, we went in for a very simple reason, and not regime change, but we got regime change. It's a whole different regime. This is a different group of people. They're more moderate. They're smarter, much smarter. And, we blew up one regime, we blew up another regime, and now we're dealing with a third, and it is more moderate, it's better. But we didn't do it for that. That seems to be a byproduct. We did it for a simple reason. You know what that is? No nuclear weapon. And they will never have a nuclear weapon. Now, on top of that, we've decimated their military. We've knocked out their Navy is gone, their Air Force is gone, most of their missiles are gone. We have done a hell of a job, and their leadership is gone.
As they get ready to do a lunar flyover.
I think they're fantastic. Jared, and not Jared, this is my other Jared. I have two Jareds in my life, right? Jared's done a fantastic job at NASA, and he's been amazing, and everybody told me he was going to be good. I didn't know he'd be that good. And he's got that thing hopping, he's got NASA hopping, and he was an astronaut. He's done this. Very successful guy, and he's doing a great job.
Does it add to the meaning that this is happening in the 250th year of American independence?
Yeah, well, it's happening then, and it's also happening at a time where we're in a very, very powerful, you could call it a military operation. People like me to call it that because they don't like me using the word war. Because they say, he said war. But let's call it a military operation. But no, Jared's doing a great job. NASA's amazing, actually amazing, and that's some ship. And so risky. Personally, I wouldn't want to do it, okay? We all have courage. I would prefer not to.
Mr. President, on your arm.
For the open their mouth. They wouldn't open their mouth. They're very.
Mr. President, there's a pretty significant legal challenge to your arch. Do you think that you can get that built, or at least start building it before
Who's
you leave
doing a
office?
legal challenge?
It's a group of veterans, sir.
Group of veterans.
Because it obstructs the viewshed between Arlington National Cemetery and the
You got to
Lincoln
be
Memorial.
kidding. I'm not worried about it. You know it's a war crime? Having a nuclear weapon. Allowing a sick country with demented leadership have a nuclear weapon. That's a war crime. And if I allowed that to happen, like 7 other presidents did, every president said, you know, many of them are saying be off the record and they're saying behind the scene, they should have done this a long time ago. Other for 47 years this has been going on, and every one of those presidents should have done it. And actually, as you know, off the record, they're doing it off the record because they haven't got the courage to say it. Those presidents are giving me a lot of credit. This should have been done by Obama, should have been done by Clinton, should have been done by the Bushes. It should have been done. And it would have been a lot easier if it was done a long time ago, right? You agree with me?
Sir.
You know the war crime? War crime is allowing Iran to have a nuclear weapon. Have no Middle East right now, and they would have been coming here. I'm not going to let that. That would have been a war crime. Thank you.